he knew that he will be the one writing the book. So it's sort of like, destiny.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
yes. But did you have problems because, the subject matter, Mr. Lewis, has died, so you can't interview him. So what was the process in which you took the bestseller, it's right here, Mr. Lewis' book, Why Should White Guys Have All the Fun? How did you do it?
Well, it goes without saying, if I'm going to write a book about Loida Lewis, ideally, it would be good if I could interview her, and we'll get to that shortly. And I had never met your husband, ever. I mean, I had admired him from afar and wanted to meet him and tried to get various intermediaries to put me in contact with him, but nothing ever came to fruition. So I said, what I need to do is put together a mosaic, just put together these little puzzle pieces and try to get a complete picture of Reginald F. Lewis as I possibly can. So I interviewed lots of people. I interviewed coworkers, I interviewed relatives, I interviewed people who loved him, I interviewed people who did not like him. And through doing that over time, a picture began to emerge of this really compelling, fascinating individual named Reginald Francis Lewis.
Yes, because Mr. Lewis was writing his book longhand and eventually by tape recorder. Was that helpful that there was, I got his secretary to transcribe it?
Yes and no. I mean, on the one hand, I had like a partial autobiography that he was not able to complete. So to me, it posed a challenge. How do you weave his actual words into something that's going to contain my reporting also? But it worked out well.
Well, I must tell you, after you've done that, of course, both of us, or sometimes me alone, went all around, and people have truly been influenced by your work and his words. So I'm eternally grateful to you for that.
It's my pleasure, as you know, because it wasn't a job for me. It was a labor of love.